Jason, wake your ass up. We got a video to shoot today.
Oh shit! But I got no lyrics. I was so busy sleeping with all these girls and I forgot the right words for my own song.
Man, you one dumbass motherfucker. Wait, I got it.
I make a song about big fat butts.
And don't call it wiggle. Your daddy's pedophile. That's the best I could do. Hip-hop music is grown.
I've had like 17 top 10 hits, but most people still don't know me from shit.
Wait, hold the hell up, you are Chris Brown.
No, I'm Jason Derulo.
You, I'm out.
Hot damn it. Who ate my damn ham sandwich?
That might be the worst lyric ever written in music.
Stupid smile, all the young girls' butts.
But I'm a professor. Love the way you jiggle. Think my little pickle has grown into a missile.
That's disgusting. I'm almost halfway through this dumb song.
Why the hell did you bring Snoop Dogg along? He hasn't done shit but act like a creep.
He's here cause he's much more famous than me. You're skinny. Don't my hands get the munchies.
Hell yeah.
Did you eat my ham sandwich?
Hell no.
Are you anorexic? And please sing this part cause my lyrics suck.
For shizzle, jizzle, dizzle. Those ain't words, imbecile. They always were nizzle. Check the dictionism. My raps are soling lately, cause I'm lazy. Rap on any piece of shit pop so long as you pay me. Check these hoes, they couldn't be hot and just so. Said they young enough to be my granddaughter's cat. No, completely sold out long ago. I had 1 million poems ago. That's why I rap on crap like this. I'm so high, I don't even know. Cliche spirits, what I'm doing, no integrity. Used to be a gangster, now I'm just a joke. It's not for me.
Who's that champion? I'm Chris Brown, Chris Brown, Chris Brown, Chris Brown. Straight up check my looking sound. Looking sound, looking sound, looking sound. Are you here to start a fight? I find women. I don't like guys.
Stop the song right now or we'll kick your butts. Oh shit, it's the Wiggles. This song is crap. You ruined Darning Tickle.
I think they're dead. Now when kids touch wiggles, they just find out. Massive busted jiggle. What's wrong with that?
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Damn, baby, you got a bright future behind you. Yo.
So that was Jason Derulo featuring Snoop Dogg Wiggle parody by Bart Baker. Of course, you guys can buy all of Bart Baker's songs on iTunes that he's made so far. I'm not sure about his newest one, I Can't Feel My Face. I have not. That one has to be one of my least favorites, but whatever. So, last chapter of Can't Evan Think Straight. Apparently, some stuff happened, and some stuff kind of went a little bit weird. Almost, of course, Evan almost told Sebastian the truth again. And Celia is pretty pissed off because Sebastian is sitting next to Evan and not her. So yeah, here we go. Chapter 12. Aw, this movie is so sad, Celia said as Murphy flicked on the lights. Yeah, well, so are you attempting to get away getting with Sebastian, you pathetic whore? It is sad, Sebastian agreed, standing up and stretching, but it's an incredible movie. Well, let's go bowling now, Murphy said, turning off the TV, and we all nodded and got up, following Murphy upstairs. We pulled our shoes on as Murphy called out to his parents, "We're leaving." He grabbed a set of car keys and led us out to his car. "Celia, you can sit in the front," Sebastian said, giving me her charming smile and opening the passenger door for her. "Thanks, Sebastian," she said with a light brush, making its way easy on her cheeks as she sat down in the car. Sebastian shut the door and moved around to the side of the car. He opened the door and glanced at me. Are you going to get in, Evan?" he asked. He was holding my door for me. Gah, such a gentleman. I figured you probably want to sit in the middle so that you could be next to Rory, he said, motioning at me to get in the car. I frowned a little, but crawled into the car. It was a whole car ride next to Sebastian. I guess I could deal with being next to Rory. Murphy turned on the music. Adam Lambert's "If I Had You" exploded out of the speakers. I mentally cheered, loving that sexy man and his sexy voice. Murphy made a face at the radio and then changed the station. I stared at him in horror. How could he change the station? Adam freaking Lambert was playing. "Murphy, put that song back on," Sebastian said, bursting into laughter at my expression. Evan looked like he was about to kill you. He likes Adam Lambert. Murphy glanced at me and then started laughing as well. He switched the station back to Adam Lambert, and I smiled happily. "Thank you, Sebastian." I said, patting him on the head. Am I your dog now? Sebastian asked jokingly. Doggy style, huh? Oh, Sebastian, you dirty, dirty boy. Yes, I said, with an affirmative nod, letting my hand drop back down to my side. A few minutes later, Murphy parked the car, and we all got out. We went into the bowling place and rented shoes before heading over to the lane together. I pulled the ugly as hell shoes on and looked up on the lane we were on. Oh great, there were no bumpers. I knew I sucked at bowling. Ladies first, Sebastian said to Celia, bowling a little as he gestured the lane. Celia smiled and brightly and grabbed the bowling ball. She stepped up and looked concentrated as she pulled her arm back. Man, I bet she sucked. She probably was worse than me. She would get a gutter ball of every time, and I looked like a complete moron in front of Sebastian. Then I could swoop in and manage to get some strikes and win him over. Celia let the bowling ball fly forward. It easily rolled up to the lane, knocking 9 of the 10 pins over. Celia grabbed another bowling ball and used it to knock over the last pin before sitting down on the bench next to Rory. Nice, Sebastian said with an impressed smile. Thank you, Celia. Thank you, Celia said happily. Rory, you go next, Murphy said. Rory got up and also managed to knock all the pins over. Then Murphy went, knocking all the pins over. Sebastian stepped up, picking up a bowling ball, and let it roll forward easily, earning himself a strike. You're up, Evan, Sebastian said. I stood up and grabbed a ball before approaching the lane. Hey, everyone's had managed to knock over all the pins. Surely I could do it too, right? How hard could it be? I tossed the ball forward, waiting for a stupid thing to hit the pins already, so Sebastian could be impressed with the talent. I could easily show this Celia bitch what's up. Until the dumb ball rolled right into the gutter. I froze as I watched it make its merry way down to the gutter and out of sight. I could hear Rory and Murphy snickering behind me, and resisted the urge to chuck the bowling ball at their faces. I was just warming up, I grumbled, turning around and grabbing another bowling ball and positioning myself again. Evan, wait! I paused at Sebastian's voice. He stepped up to me, amusing in his eyes, and took in my stance. You're standing wrong, he said. He stood behind me and reached his arms around. My breath caught in my throat as he grabbed my hand and pulled it back. Stand like this, he breathed into my ear, nudging my foot with his. I'll stand however you want me to, I said shakingly, my eyes widened a little so that I could get a strike, I added quickly. Don't worry, Evan, I'll help you get a strike, he whispered, that smirk tugging at his lips again. He stepped away from me and nodded. Try now, he said, his voice calm and casual. I stepped forward and tossed the bowling ball. Watching as it went forward and knocked down several pins, I glanced back at Sebastian and grinned and nodded at me with approval. We played for a while, and finally I stepped up on my final turn. Sebastian hadn't helped me anymore, but I had managed to knock down pins. I pulled my arm back, trying to concentrate. I was already losing, but I wanted to at least get a strike since everyone is already. I felt a warm hand wrap around my wrist, and immediately knew it was Sebastian. His free gripped my chin and tilted my head. Try it like this, he whispered before stepping away. I threw the bowling ball and watched the amazing as it knocked over all 10 of the pins. I turned to Sebastian's smirk. Told you I help you get a strike, he said, with a blink before turning back to the others. We took off the bowling shoes and returned them. Before going out and getting in Murphy's car, I was sitting in the middle again and trying not to make eye contact with Sebastian. I could have sworn that wink had been flirty. I glanced over to Rory, but saw he wasn't paying attention to me. Gah, what a jerk. How rude of him not to pay attention to me. I was Evan. My attractive appearance held everyone's attention. So, where are we going to eat? Rory asked, glancing at Murphy and completely ignoring me. Murphy shrugged. I figured we could go to Ty's Grill, if you guys are alright with that. He said, glancing back. We all shrugged and nodded. Murphy pulled into the parking lot of Ty's Grill, and we got out and went inside. A waitress seated us handing us menus, taking our drink orders before disappearing. You're really good at bowling, Sebastian, Celia said with a smile. Sebastian returned a smile. I felt pathetic after watching you. You were really amazing, he said, and she blushed lightly. I bit my lips so hard that I would snap at that bitch. How dare she try to flirt with my man? Sebastian was mine, and I don't share. Well, Evan just sucked, Rory said. Murphy, Sebastian, and Celia laughed and nodded in agreement. I pouted and shot a glare at Rory. He was trying to embarrass me in front of Sebastian. At first he was a little shaky, but I think he was doing fine by the end, Sebastian said, flashing me a smile that made my heart just about stop. Made them stop talking. You're welcome, Rory mumbled, so only I could hear him. I made a mental note to reward Rory with an autograph later. And nodded at Sebastian. I just need to warm up, I said, playing it cool. I was afraid if I had played to my full capabilities, I would embarrass all of you. Well, thank you for not embarrassing us, Sebastian said, laughing a little. The waitress came back and took our orders. I sipped my soda, trying to ignore Sebastian and Celia as they were starting talking again. God, I hated that stupid male stealing bitch. Do you play any sports, Sebby? Celia asked him curiously. Why do you keep calling me Sebby? I asked. Unable to stay quiet anymore, my jealousy was really starting to spill over. He only goes by Sebastian unless you're Murphy or Liam, and I'm 99% sure that you are not either of them. It's fine, Sebastian said, giving Celia a reassuring smile. I don't mind at all. Liar, liar, pants on fire, I grumbled. Why are you such in a bad mood, Evan? Murphy asked with a frown. You seemed fine a few minutes ago. Maybe I'm pregnant, maybe I'm having mood swings, okay? I said angrily. Murphy opened his mouth to say more, but the waitress reappeared, and he shut it again. She sat down her food before bouncing off to leaving us to eat. This is really good, Sebastian, Celia said, taking a bite of whatever the hell she had ordered and placing her head on her shoulder. Sebastian smiled down at her and nodded. I'm glad that you like my recommendation, he said pleasantly. I clenched my fist under the table. I stood up, my food barely touching. I'll be right back, I grumbled before leaving the table. I moved out the back door and sat down on the sidewalk, dropping my face into my hands. What was I thinking? Of course, that hadn't been flirtation. That had been a flirtation wink earlier. Sebastian was straight. He could never fall for me. He was flirting with Celia. I was just a source of amusement for him. I felt a hand on my shoulder, and I jumped in surprise and looked up and dropped my head back down quickly before I could make eye contact with Sebastian. Sebastian sat down next to me. What's wrong? He asked curiously. You're acting really strange. Well, stranger than you normally act. Nothing's wrong, I lied, trying to force a smile onto my face. You look cold, Sebastian said, slipping off his jacket and draping it over my shoulders. I sneakily sniffed as I slipped my arms through. Smells like Sebastian's cologne. It was warm, it was going to be big on me, but still comfortable. Thanks, I said, Sebastian, grabbing my chin and tilting my head so that I met his eyes. I didn't even fight it. I had known it was coming, and as usual, I was drawn right in. What's wrong, he asked. Celia, I said, just barely aware of my own words. I was too distracted by Sebastian's eyes. I don't like her. Oh, may I ask why you don't like her? She's annoying and she's too clingy towards you. Why would you care if she's clingy towards me? A smirk slowly spread on his lips as he spoke. Fight it, Evan. Don't let it spill out. Sebastian cannot. No, I liked him when he was so obviously straight. Because I think of a lie. Evan, come on. You think of a frickin' lie. Because she looks abusive and I don't want you to get abused. How thoughtful of you, he laughed a little. He stopped laughing and continued to look in my eyes. You're a very interesting person, Evan. He said, his eyes lit up like that. I like that. My heart began to beat rapidly against my chest. I was barely even aware of the fact that I was slowly bringing my face closer to his, wanting to kiss him, so desperately wanting to kiss him. Sebastian didn't pull away. Our lips neared. He continued to hold my gaze steadily as I leaned forward, our lips about to beep. The sound of someone honking their horn up the street had me jumping away from Sebastian and startled and frightened. My eyes widened as I realized I had been just about to kiss him. Well, we better get back inside before they wonder where we are, Sebastian said, a smirk still on his face. But there was a troubled look in his eyes. He stood up and held his hand out to me. I took it as he pulled me into my face, leading me back inside. I sat down next to Rory, barely glancing up as I heard Sebastian and Celia starting to talk again. My heart slammed wildly in my mind, and my mind was spinning. Was Sebastian going to let me kiss? He hadn't pulled away, but that could have been right. Sebastian was straight. He didn't even realize that I had been trying to kiss him. Sebastian was acting like nothing had just happened. Maybe to him, nothing had happened. He probably hadn't even realized I had been trying to kiss him. With my mind spinning, I turned my attention back down to my food. Chapter 13. What do you guys think? Do you think Sebastian knew that he was going to kiss him, or do you think he didn't? Leave your answers in the comment section below, and come back for tomorrow where I will be dressed in purple. As you guys know, if you guys don't know, and you guys are just tuning into this video, blue is my favorite day to dress up because I get to go all out crazy, and I don't know, probably you guys can't see because it's not zoomed in. I actually have blue graphic eyeliner on, so yeah, this video went by really fast. I only have 13 minutes left on my camera. This had to be the best recording session ever. So, I will see you guys tomorrow, and I hope you had a great time enjoying the story. I hope you guys are enjoying the story. Question of the video. Do you think Sebastian knew that Evan was going to kiss him? Leave your answers down in the comments. I think I said that right. And until next time, Gaze of Gage, that's the GSA. Mwah!